Hi everybody and welcome back. In the last video, we signed up for an OpenAI account and created a secret API key. In this video, I'll show you how to authenticate and access the AI models developed by OpenAI using the official OpenAI API and Python. This is really cool because this is how you empower your applications with artificial intelligence. There are two native and officially supported APIs for Python and Node.js and many other community APIs for other programming languages like C#, Java, Go, and so on. I'm opening a Jupyter Notebook and creating a new notebook. The first step is to install the OpenAI library, which is a Python client for the OpenAI API. You can do it using pip. If you don't use Jupyter Notebook, but other IDEs like PyCharm, for example, the installation is very simple. Let me show you how to do it. This is PyCharm. In an empty Python script, write import OpenAI. Hover the mouse over the library name, and when a small window is popping up, click Install Package OpenAI. And that's it. It's installing the package OpenAI. Let's return to Jupyter Notebook and install the library using pip. You can run the command directly in the terminal or in the Jupyter Notebook. If you run Jupyter Notebook in a virtual environment, don't forget to activate the environment and run the pip command in that environment. To run a command in a code cell in Jupyter Notebook, write an exclamation mark and the command. For example, pip install -q OpenAI. And I'm running the cell. -q comes from quiet and makes pip give less output. It's installing OpenAI. You do the same if you use Colab, the popular online IDE from Google. An exclamation mark, pip install -q OpenAI. And I'm running the cell. It's downloading and installing the OpenAI library. The library was installed and I'm importing it. Import OpenAI. I'm also importing OS because I'll need it. And I'm running the cell. To use the OpenAI API, we have to authenticate, and we'll do it using the API key we've just created. The recommended way is to set the secret key as an environment variable, and I'll do that using the OS module. To create a new environment variable, write os.environ and add the name of the variable as a key. For example, x equals ABC. In this example, I've created a new environment variable called x with value ABC. And to retrieve the value of the variable, call os.getEnv and the name of the variable. And I've got its value. Now I'll do the same for the API key. The name of the environment variable will be OpenAI API key. So os.environ of OpenAI API key in capitals and the API secret key. Note that the key should remain secret so that after creating the variable and running the cell, you should remove it from your code. In this example, I leave it here because I want you to see the entire code. However, this key won't be valid when you'll be watching this video. Next, I'll assign the environment variable, so the key, to OpenAI.API key. So OpenAI.API key equals os.getEnv of and the name of the variable. Let me show you an alternative solution to this. Instead of writing the key in the notebook in clear text, you can prompt the user for it. I'll use the getPass module because I don't want to display the key in clear text. GetPass is an alternative solution to the built-in input function. So, import getPass and the key equals getPass.getPass. The first getPass is the name of the module and the second one the name of the function. And the message for the user. For example, paste your API key. And the OpenAI.API key equals key. I'm running the cell. At this moment, the user should paste his API key. I'm pasting my key. As you can see, the characters of the key string were replaced with asterisks. This is what getPass does. And finally, the last solution to load the key is to read it from a file. In the current directory, I've saved the API key to this file and the code to load it into OpenAI.API key. So OpenAI.API key equals open and the name of the file key.txt .read .strip and \n. I'm running the cell. So I'm opening the file in read mode, which is the default one, and reading it into a string. The strip method is optional and I've used it because some users add a new line at the end and that new line should be removed. That was the authentication part. I've shown you 3 ways to load the API private key. Feel free to use the one that suits you best. We'll take a break and we'll continue with OpenAI models and see how to make GPT-3 and the chatgpt requests using the API in Python. I'll see you soon.